Hey guys, it's Peter here from Nerds for Life blog, and today I'm going to be talking about episode 19 of Boruto. As we entered episode 19 of Boruto, it was actually the first episode of Naruto Gaiden, where Sarada starts to really doubt her heritage and, well, goes on a journey to find her father, who hasn't seen since she was a baby. Now, her going on the journey is more next week, but for now it was more about the speculation about whether or not Sasuke and Sakura, mainly Sakura, is actually Sarada's mother. Now, the reason this is the case is because, well, whenever Sarada actually asks her mother about Sasuke, she's really reluctant to say anything, and when she does, it's very, very vague answers, and most of the time she just doesn't know. Later on, Sarada actually went to the library and looked for more answers about Sasuke. Everything was restricted, which obviously didn't help as well. After meeting with Chuchu, her friend, her suspicions were only increased because suddenly Chuchu was thinking the same thing about her parents. By the way, Chuchu is clearly Choji's daughter. It is clear. There is no doubt at all that she is Choji's daughter. But as for Sarada, I can understand why she doesn't really know and why she's doubting herself. Her mother doesn't really look like her, and her father she's never really seen. There was one image that made her look like her father, but then again, when that photo was taken out of its case, suddenly there were a couple of other members. Now, if you remember, pretty much the rest of Sasuke's team, after he obviously escaped the Orochimaru, that is. And there was one woman next to him, Karen, that was wearing very similar glasses to Sarada. Also, during the time where Sarada was going through books in the library to look for information on the Uchiha clan, it didn't actually state why the Uchiha clan was eradicated. It never said who. It actually just said, due to unfortunate events, the Uchiha clan has been erased. Well, almost erased, Sarada and Sasuke being the only remaining two. It didn't mention Itachi at all, which I thought was quite weird. It's possible that Sasuke actually had something to do with that. One thing I find really weird is the fact that Sarada knows nothing about her dad. Actually, none of their children really know very much about them. Yes, there are similarities, and it was pretty clear in this episode the similarities between their parents and, well, their parents' children, but how do they not know very much about their parents? What, their parents have never spoken about the old days, or did they just not pay attention? Obviously, Sarada was just never told. I can't understand how Sarada was never told about Sasuke at all. Like, nothing. Anyway, overall, it was great to see us out of the filler arc because I was getting really sick of those Boruto episodes where nothing was happening. I mean, there was one week where Chuchu was saving the day with chips, and then there was another week where Sarada was looking for a toy. It got really boring. Very, very boring. But it's good to see that we're out of that. We're moving into Naruto Gaiden. Next week, there's going to be a new Uchiha, which is going to be great to see. So make sure to stay tuned for that. Anyway, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this review. Make sure to subscribe and also check out our Dragon Ball Super reviews later on in the week.